Hey there, welcome to our video on how images and visuals in the media can be biased. In this video, we'll be discussing how the use of images and visuals in the media can impact our perceptions and how bias can be presented in these visuals. Images and visuals play an important role in media reporting. They can help to illustrate a story and provide a visual representation of the information being presented. However, the use of images and visuals can also be biased and impact our perceptions in a number of ways. Here are examples of how images and visuals in the media can be biased. Number 1. Selection bias. If a news organization consistently selects images that depict certain groups of people in a negative light, this can reinforce negative stereotypes and perpetuate bias. For example, a news organization may consistently use images of people of color when reporting on crime, even though crime rates are similar across all racial groups. Number 2. Composition bias. The way that an image is composed can influence how we interpret it and can impact our perceptions. For example, a news organization may use an image of a crowded public place to suggest that people are not following COVID-19 guidelines, even though the image was taken before the guidelines were put in place. Number 3. Editing and manipulation bias. The manipulation of images can change the context of a scene or the meaning of an image. For example, a news organization may edit an image to remove certain people or objects to support a particular narrative. Another example is the use of filters or color grading to change the mood or tone of an image. Number 4. Labeling bias. The use of labels or captions can also influence how we interpret an image. For example, a news organization may use a label such as white supremacist to describe someone who voted for a conservative candidate, which can reinforce negative stereotypes and perpetuate bias. And number 5. Context bias. The context in which an image is used can also be biased. For example, a news organization may show a large crowd at a campaign rally, even though less than half the stands are empty. It's important to note that bias can exist on both sides of the political spectrum. As we've seen, images and visuals in the media can be biased in a number of ways, including their selection, composition, manipulation, labeling, and context. It's important for media organizations to be aware of these biases and take steps to ensure that their visuals are inclusive and accurate. As consumers of the media, it's important to be aware of these biases and to critically evaluate the images and visuals that are presented to us. By doing so, we can better understand the world around us and form our own informed opinions. Thanks for watching this video on how images and visuals in the media can be biased.